From the standpoint of the committee, today is the icing on the cake. This represents the culmination of a lot of hours of reading and review and discussion and decision making. So it's really wonderful to be here and to see you get your checks.
For this project, we're partnering with Community Living Kingston, which is an organization dedicated to supporting the participation and engagement of people with intellectual disabilities in all aspects of life in our community. So participants in that organization, through their Community Options Program, voiced an interest in producing and creating their own weekly radio show. So the station's very excited to work with them to make this happen, and it's really being made possible thanks to the support of the extra resources that this funding will provide to that project.
With this grant, we will be able to offer special events once a month, which brings some music, some entertainment, and allow for people to have some family quality time.
We go into the school 5-10 minutes after the classes have closed. The teachers have chosen maybe 5 to 10 kids from grades 1 to 6. We run them as much as we can for the first 45 minutes to get rid of their energy. And then we have 15 queens and community volunteers, we've both been there, to read with them.
This program we started about a year ago to actually expand our office, double what we have, and put this program in, which is really to assist our service users and those living homeless and on the street, to help them have a place to come in and be able to get some food, to do laundry, all of those things, use computers with resumes.
We're sort of picking up where the Roundtable on Poverty left off. They had organized a booklet which will help people access resources in the community that will help them deal with their needs. These booklets will be available through community health centers, the libraries, and a very large resource will be available on our website.
Our community garden project is a pro-social activity for them to engage in, create their own food, and grow healthy vegetables and fruit. We've also partnered with Liaison College, and Chef Wanda will be coming in and teaching our residents how to use food bank food as well as the food and vegetables they've grown themselves to make healthy meals and healthy choices.
The trouble on Amherst Island is there are so many people from all over North America, photographers in particular and birders, that want to get to see these owls, that it's overrun, and there's disturbance to the owls and habitat destruction and such. And the whole thing isn't really sustainable as it is. So we had this management plan written. Now with this money, it'll help to implement some of the recommendations in the plan and try to do public education and a little owl sanctuary and tree planting to take over from the current roosting site that's growing old and falling apart, the jack pine plantation, and to try to make the whole thing a more sustainable place.
The educated mother and father definitely affect the literacy potential of their children. And there's no co-funding for family literacy, so thank you very, very much.
The grant that we've received will enable us to buy a digital projector and also other different things we need in order to offer a once-a-month art movie night to the community. These will be free movie nights, features or documentaries on an art-related theme.
This grant in particular will help us put the peer leadership program into 6 of our secondary schools, and our whole goal here is to make our community the safest to live in, and hopefully we'll achieve that goal. So thank you very, very much.
With the funds from Community Foundation, we're going to be hosting a series of community garden workshops. So you know, the 13 different community gardens in Kingston will take turns hosting workshops. We're also going to be developing, in partnership with Cycle Kingston, self-guided bicycle tour routes, and we're going to have maps of community gardens available on our website and on the City of Kingston website.
We're going to be adding some other things like a gazebo where you can go in and play some music or do readings or whatever, an environmental pond, and walking paths. We're also going to be putting in a bocce court and a horseshoe pit.
We will be bringing in artists and curators to present these new media events, and but also meet with local artists and give them critical feedback.
Your generous grant will fund the Parent and Infant Program, which provides new parents and their babies with an afternoon program that is free of charge, enabling parents of all economic backgrounds to attend.
What this is going to do is going to give us air conditioning and climate control for our museum, which is very, thank you so much.
We offer a drop-in centre and food program each morning. And so most of our volunteers spend their time in the kitchen. We're really pleased that we're going to be able to put in a proper big sink that you can, not only that you can put pots in, but you can turn the faucet around and put the pot here and fill it. Thank you so much.
As a student organization, we find it very challenging to find funding, so we really appreciate it. It makes it possible to run our conference once again for the 7th annual year this coming March. We bring in guest speakers, we do workshops to teach about a variety of development issues and social justice issues.
This grant will assist us in providing some outdoor recreation equipment for the participants of the program, as well as for our after-school participants.
Our bugs are worms, and we've started a worm farm. Actually started it yesterday. We are also going to buy some greenhouses and some equipment for our gardens.
All the World's a Stage is a new initiative for us this year at Kingston Writers Fest. We're pairing with a number of different theater groups locally in Kingston to bring theater onto the stage at Writers Festival. We're also bringing in some award-winning playwrights to do both stage events for adults and as part of our high school programming, as well as master classes.
This will go to training ambassadors who can go to the surrounding areas, the more rural communities that we can't get to ourselves, and provide the same thing, that education about safety, as well as providing the helmets free of charge to children and preventing those injuries.